Welcome, everyone, to another episode of What Exit Jersey Stories. I'm your host, Nick Franco, and with me, as always,
Riario.
Yes, Pete and his Yeti.
Blue Yeti.
Yes.
Everything tastes better with Blue Yeti on it. Remember that commercial?
Oh, yes. Yum, yum.
Blue Bonnet, wasn't it?
So does the Blue Yeti give you blue milk like Luke was drinking in Star Wars?
No. Remember when in the Matrix, what's his name? Not Neo. Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, What? I'm drawing a blank.
Morpheus.
Morpheus. Thank you.
Yeah, Morpheus says take one of the pills. Like this thing looks like a pill, so it should have been like the Blue Yeti microphone or the
blue.
Was
blue
it the
Yeti.
red? I forgot what the other pill was. Anyway,
yes, the blue and the red. Yes. But anyway, so yeah, welcome everyone.
Did I get off track there? Because that ties right into what we're talking about today.
We're talking about Blue Yetis and their sightings in New Jersey.
Do not be misled by our title of today's episode. What is it, Nick? Our title?
Today it's springtime in New Jersey, but this is going to be a little collection of things. It's not just spring, but yeah, many things have sprung in New Jersey.
Yeah, and like a little off the beaten path, as I just did with a Matrix reference.
Oh yes, yeah, we are going to get a little bit off the beaten path.
Off the beaten path in New Jersey, specifically.
Yes, you will take us there.
Otherwise, this would be like, California burning stories instead of New Jersey stories.
I was going to say California burning. Wasn't it the Mamas and the Papa song?
Yeah. In other words, it's not going to be off the beaten path in California. Because otherwise, that'd be the name of our podcast, California burning. California mudsliding.
Oh,
I love California, just say, for the record. Go on.
Yes. But anyway, a couple of things. I want to hit actually some recent news in New Jersey. And actually, it's kind of a little weird because it's recent news actually on the other side of the river, but it affects New Jersey.
Does it involve the Statue of Liberty?
No. They can't have our statue.
Okay, I know. We got French fries and the Statue of Liberty. Go on.
Yum, yum. Eat them up. But actually, the race is on. And when I bring up the subject, you're going to say, the race? Because, when you talk about this, you don't think of racing. Legalized marijuana.
In New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New York just legalized marijuana. Just, within the past week, I believe, right?
That is it was it Wednesday, I want to say?
Yeah.
I dare say, I think Wednesday that we, printed the story in the journal. I think it was on Wednesday.
Well, the race is on now. We need to get moving because, again, we voted on it back in November and it passed, with overwhelming support. But it took us a little while for everything to get kind of sorted out and finalized in the legislature and Murphy to do the final sign-offs. But now we actually have to get moving and have a way for people to actually purchase the marijuana. Still, you have your medical dispensaries that can dispense medical marijuana, but they cannot do recreational yet.
But I think, didn't I read in other states that had legalized weed, that the first places to turn over to offer both medical and recreational weed were the medical facilities, right?
Dispensaries usually first to hit. So,
I think they're the first to open up, in other words, that they can offer both.
Right.
I think I read that,
but yeah, they're still sorting a couple things out. Get going, guys, sort it out, because hey, by New York doing this, the early projections that they had done, you might want to take a little bit off that now, because now our cross river neighbor is going to be taking some of that those same monies actually. The race is on, but we will see. But going back to our episode where we had actually the guys from
Comics on Cannabis,
Ed and Derek. Remember how we said, though, with New Jersey legalizing, that Well, once New Jersey does this, the dominoes will start falling, and
Yes.
it's a big ass domino.
Yeah. I think when they see how much revenue it generates for the state,
Mm,
there's a real incentive, isn't there?
Definitely, from that purpose, and then also some of the other things that can come of it. Some of the good, um, how do we want to say, like for uh, communities of color
Mm-hmm.
and places that have been adversely over the years affected by some of these laws. Hey, this will be much better. That hey, well, it's no longer a crime. It's no longer a
Right.
yeah, and the
I
difference.
read.
Wait, what's that?
I actually read today that they said I think that the NYPD has been instructed to essentially completely ignore anyone who's smoking weed out in public in New York City.
Well,
Which,
don't they pretty much do that anyway right now?
well, yeah, more or less, unless you're being, you're on school grounds or just
Right,
making it extremely
right.
obvious.
Or,
But
or selling, yeah,
yeah,
that's where. But yeah, but I know there is one difference. You can get it's legal to have twice the amount in New Jersey. I believe it's going to
oh,
6 ounces in New Jersey, but I believe New York's legalization is only for 3 ounces.
okay, I didn't know that.
But so yeah, get cracking, guys.
Yeah, it usually takes about there's like a year
Usually, but
between the legislation being finalized and then seeing the first recreational shops open up. And in fact, I forgot there was one New Jersey representative, or some lobbyist for um, the marijuana, how do you call it, companies out here that said that you wouldn't see shops, they think, until like 2022, but very early 2022, which
right,
that could
but
be a more realistic time frame.
that normally would be, I think, the realistic time frame. But by
Hmm.
New York doing this, I think that's going to actually push up the time frame on New Jersey. That New Jersey will
Yeah,
get things going to just to get a head start.
definitely. I agree with you there.
But and another bit of Jersey news.
Hmm.
Uh, New Jersey is going the opposite way of some of the other states right now. Governor Murphy is actually signed a bill um, to allow early in-person voting up to 10 days prior to a general election.
Wow, that's
I,
good for us.
I was going
They
to
should
say,
maybe they
makes it.
should try that in Georgia.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey Georgia, I think you're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
You follow us.
exactly. Follow our lead for this one.
But yeah, so this will actually be a relief because not that like the polling places by me would get crowded, but it is a little more of a relief that hey, I don't have to go on the Tuesday. I can hit it on Monday or I can hit
Hmm.
it on the Friday before. Yeah, it's like and not have to worry about oh crud, I forgot to go. Yeah, it's like and all of a sudden here I am like 5:50 on the election eve or whatever. It's like, wait, is it still too late to vote or or is it too late?
Two things that are a mystery to me is that how is Election Day not an official holiday in the United States?
How true.
And for
Uh,
that matter, well, why isn't voting on a Saturday when people can actually get out there
yep.
and vote? I mean,
The,
I
the,
would
the
imagine numbers would increase if either of
oh,
the options I offered, were in play.
definitely both options would be greatly appreciated by a great many people. But
Hmm.
yeah, like hopefully we as the U.S. can you know kind of get things going the right way. But hey, follow our lead, people. Follow our lead.
I like it. You saw, yeah, again.
No, you.
No, nothing. It
Oh,
was
oh,
like
okay. I
it
also
just sounded like it was like an episode of The Sopranos. Like, hey, follow our lead, okay? So, yeah, go on.
did you ever see that I remember it was like sort of like a they had those videos like Scarface in 60 seconds, where like everything is, like him F this, F that, F that. It's like they had like a version of The Sopranos where it's like it was just everyone looking for Coca-Cola or as
Hmm.
say gabagool. It's like, hey Tony, you got any gabagool? But oh, we got no gabagool. It
Oh
was
God, I'll have to find that.
all clips of this
Sounds
is
funny.
going back some years now too, of course.
Hmm.
But yeah, I got myself something good not long ago that we will also use for our pod. And
New Jersey history. Awesome. Did you get that at Barnes and Noble?
yes, I did.
I thought so.
Being that people can't read in a mirror yet, it's on this date in New Jersey history. Let's see what happened on this date in New Jersey history.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
I'd like to know myself.
let's see. In 1777,
Mm-hmm.
Revolutionary War going on there. New Jersey militiamen gathered up horses, cattle, sheep near a sea caucus to keep them out of British hands. But due to a lack of boats, they had to swim the livestock across the Hackensack River.
Wow. Which is just a stone's throw away from you, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can imagine them, like shooing the chickens, like quick, swim. It's like, no, chickens don't swim.
What was that song with the Chinese chicken?
Oh, what's that? 1 week?
I think it is. Yes.
It was been 1 week.
Yeah. Right.
I
just brought memories of that song. That's all.
And just I'm gonna step ahead one day, but on that date in New Jersey
April.
history, April 3rd.
April 3rd.
1989. Do you remember what happened? We actually covered it in actually.
Maybe by the time this hits Spotify, this will be relevant because it'll be April 3rd. But go ahead.
Well, April 3rd, 1989. Seton Hall University, led by coach PJ Carlesimo, played Michigan in the NCAA basketball championship game in Seattle, Washington.
I actually remember that.
And Seton Hall lost in the last seconds, 80-79 on a disputed call.
Right.
With Ramil Robinson hitting both of his free throws. So that was on this day in New Jersey history.
I like this segment, Nick. You should, have on this day in history in future episodes.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
And especially it goes good like when we've actually covered some of the subjects.
And maybe you could pull a Nostradamus and guess what's going to happen. On February 9th, 2023, the Mars rover returned with alien life forms on board, something like that. And we'll see if you're right.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you see, I think that's actually, we have to leave more in the hands of Mo Youssef, our friend from the Point Blank.
Yeah. He's got a knack for that, huh?
But Mostradamus, as John Kokosa calls him.
Very appropriate.
But you brought something to my attention recently, Pete.
What would that be?
You were talking about some of the funny names our towns in New Jersey sometimes have.
Yes, right.
And I was going over some of that stuff, and there are some very interesting names in our great Garden State that people from out of state will kind of scratch their heads like, where the hell did that come from? Like some good examples like Ho Hocus.
Yes.
With the dashes in the name. Ho dash cuss. So where do you think Ho Hocus comes from?
It has to be an Indian name that was given. Yes.
You sure it's not Santa Claus?
Let me think about this now. Or ho-hos from who was that? Hostess. Yeah.
or wait, ho kiss. Could it be a magician? Could it be Harry Houdini or someone?
All right, I like where you're going with that.
No, but you were right. Yeah, it is actually.
I'd love to know the history of ho hocus.
It's from the Delaware Indian tribe, and it is Indian for the red cedar.
I don't think I may have been told that once, but I did not commit it to memory. So it's interesting to hear that again.
Yeah, and I live in one of the odd town names too, Hackensack. Yes, and we do not get our names from slashing people with like machete,
tomahawks,
or tackling them for losses in football. It is not named after that.
Or hacky sack.
Or hacky sack. But we're also from an Indian word. We're from the Lenni Lenape tribe, and our town means stony ground. No relation to Stony Brook Swim Club in Hillsdale, Jersey.
Yes, I remember that place.
Your first singing gig. Yeah,
that's right. Back in the day.
Let's see. Here's some other good ones that came from Indian. Metuchen. that that was actually named for an Indian chief, Matuchin. Moonaki has nothing to do with the moon. It actually was another Indian chief, an Iroquois chief, Moonagi.
Really?
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you, I feel like I'm watching Jeopardy right now. I'm just getting incredible facts I've never known before.
Yeah, but we also have some other like stranger ones.
Mm-hmm.
Shamong or Shamong.
Sounds like a Michael Jackson thing he'd
I was
throw
gonna
out.
say, it was not originated from.
It was not in bad.
No,
Okay.
it was not bad. You know it. You know. It actually is another Indian name that means place of the big horn. And then we have a place like Cheesequake has nothing to do with the dessert. With the
I think
dessert.
there's a park there.
Yeah. Cheesequake State Park.
Yep.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the.
Have you ever eaten at the Cheesequake factory, by the way?
No. Yeah, I love though how like when they bring out your dessert, like a little seismic activity happens though. Like
Yes,
it's great as you're trying to like get the strawberry off the top. But no, that's also another Lenape word for upland village.
Oh, okay.
Well, what one of my
upland village.
Upland village
Sounds like a retirement community.
One of my favorites is Wyckoff.
Yeah, and you know why?
Why not?
Why should we?
Wyckoff. Yeah.
Why cough at all?
I don't know. The doctors told me to. He told me to turn and do that. But Wyckoff is actually another Lenape word, actually from the Lenape word Wickoff,
and
it means high ground. So
you wonder higher ground,
or it's when Obi-Wan Kenobi says, "Anakin, it's over. I have the Wickoff." But no,
did he say that?
It didn't say that.
I know Wyckoff growing up because they had an incredible bakery that was renowned throughout the state, Wyckoff Bakery. And I believe it was in the same complex as where's that music store that we knew in Ridgewood? Village? Was it Village? I forgot. I don't even know if it's still there.
No. What was that one? That was there, not Robbie's. That was up
No.
Damn, I can't remember.
My brother would know.
Yeah, Paul would definitely know. But
it'll come to me maybe during the show.
Victor's
House of Music.
Victor's House of Music.
There we go.
Yes. But
how did we get on Victor? This never mind. I went to Wyckoff Bakery, and now I'm back in Ridgewood. And
how about this one, Pete? Do you know where the town of Buckshootum comes from?
God, immediately my mind went to Buck Cherry. It's got to be. It's either all the way out west in like Sussex County, or it's down south, like Southwest Jersey. Or am I completely wrong?
I think it's I think it is west.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think you're right. Southwest, it may be. I think that's Burlington County. But
what is it called?
Buckshootum. Do you know the origin of their name?
Does it have anything to do with a deer?
Well, that's one of the theories. One of the theories is because of the creek that goes through the town that actually meets the Maurice River, and the cross current causes boats to buck and shoot through.
Okay.
But others say it was someone who, with their companion, spotted a male deer walking through the forest, to which they told their companion, "Buck, shoot him." So I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know.
And one of the names that I loved, Lower Squonkum.
Oh, hold on. I'm seeing that we're getting a call right now from Buck. And Buck Shootum. He's going to explain.
Buck, you're on the air.
Buck, well, I had this deer in my sights.
But I didn't get him. I strained my lower squantum.
Perfect.
Yes, but lower squonkum.
Oh,
You know, I had that buck in my sights and everything seemed good to go, but then that buck just up and ran away. Them fucking squonkum bucks.
Buck, thank you very much for filling in the details there that were unknown until today. That's
Gotta provide you with the accurate information, eh?
we
Come
appreciate
on, man.
Thank you, Buck. Hey, Buck, what's it like living out there? And what is it, Buck shoot 'em?
It's annoying as fuck, let me tell you right here. I can't spit my stoogie as far as I can throw 'em without having to shoot a deer between the eye. You would think it's fun, but after a while, the stink kind of get to your head.
I swear I felt I was transported to the middle of a Stephen King novel just now. Some rustic cabin out in the woods, and there's Buck just where,
Buck from Buck Shoot 'em.
Buck sitting on, rocking chair telling me these stories.
Yep.
All right. Go on.
But so Pete, have you had your lower squonkum checked yet by the doctor?
I have not. My annual squonkum, is on May 7th. So I have my calendar marked, and I'm prepared. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. For those out there, please be sure get your annual lower squonkum exam.
Very important to get that lower squonkum checked.
Yeah, but
Buck will tell you.
But actually, squonkum is another Lenape word for place of evil ghosts or place where evil spirits dwell. So,
wow,
who the hell would want to go there?
Yeah.
Yeah, come to Lower Squonkum, where the evil spirits dwell.
Yeah. They got the billboard out there on the side of the road, right?
How about this one, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to Buttsville?
Where? Buttsville?
Have you ever been to Buttsville?
No. Where is that? In Prep H County? Where is that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
On the back end. It's actually in Warren County.
Oh, okay. That's close. A couple letters away.
And is only about 181 acres in size.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine living there, having to write that on an envelope every day? Well, not as your return address,
No, but there is a place that is located there that is pretty famous in Jersey. If you've ever heard of Hot Dog Johnny's, that is where Hot Dog Johnny's is. It's in Buttsville, New Jersey.
Really? I actually do know that place.
Yeah, but
I see it on a bunch of lists,
Yeah, Buttsville is actually part of White Township in Warren County.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where you'll go to Hot Dog Johnny's. And where did it get its name? Well, the town was founded in 1839 by Michael Robert Butts. So what's the best name to give a town when your founder has the last name Butts?
Butts.
Don't you disrespect my granddaddy like that. I am Buck Butts the Third. I come from a long line of proud butts. Don't you disrespect my great granddaddy.
Yes.
Before I end your podcast radio show.
You hear that, Nick?
Yes. I'm sorry.
There'll be no more ill talk of.
Well, there'll be one more bit of ill talk because in New Jersey there is a town called Foul Rift.
Foul Rift.
I kid you not. There is a town called Foul Rift.
Sounds like a sci-fi space comedy.
Don't you make fun of my grandmammy like that. I come from a long line of Buck Butts Foul Rifts.
But yes, the town of Foul Rift actually gets its name from the stretch of rapids along the Delaware River there that people called it the Foul Rift. So I have, usually we wait till the end of our episode to play our games, but Pete, I got a game for you now.
Great. Yeah, let's do it mid-episode. The game. That's a.
I introduced to you
Mhm.
Jersey, not Jersey, town name game.
All right.
I'm going to give
An
you
appropriate place to put it right after that segment.
yes. So I'm
Mhm.
going to give you a town name. You're going to tell me if it is a town in New Jersey,
Okay.
or I'm making this crap up.
I hear like New Jersey town names almost on a daily basis, and sometimes I'm just like, I just can't believe such a small state. You'd think I'd have visited these places, and I'm like, I've never been there.
Right?
I just feel like there's like hundreds of. I mean, it's like an endless amount of towns that.
There are plenty of places, and I'm going to throw a bunch of them out there. And
Yep.
let me know if you've ever been there, or if at least you know that it's real. Or
Sure.
am I talking out my butts by Buttsville? First one, East Orange.
Well, that absolutely was that a gimme?
Yeah, I'm going to lob a few gimmies at you here. So you're
Well,
saying
wait a second. I wonder if that's a trick question because there is a West Orange. I'm going to say East Orange. Yes, is real.
yes, East Orange is
Okay.
and as you said, West Orange
Mhm.
real. North Orange.
Oh, North Orange. I say yes, that's real.
Nope, you fell off the fruit. Yeah,
Gosh darn it.
fake. South Orange.
South Orange definitely is real.
Yes, South Orange, home of Seton Hall and
That was a good one, North Orange.
SOU, Pirate Radio. Okay, isn't it Ironia? Don't you think?
Irony. I'm going to say yes to that.
Yep, it's in Morris County.
There you go.
How about Mine Hill?
See, there's an area near here that's called that, but I don't know if it's like a development or an actual town. I'm going to say yes, it's a real town.
Yes, Mine Hill is a town. How about
Okay.
Iron Heights?
About what?
Iron Heights.
I'm going to say that's not real.
That is a DC Comics prison.
There's
How about
Iron Man there at Iron Heights.
yes, that's where he gets all his supply.
Okay.
How about Little Silver? We'll go from one metal to another.
I'm going to say it also does not exist.
No, Little Silver is in Monmouth County.
Oh, what do you know?
How about Silverton?
I'm going to say yes.
Yep, that's in Ocean County.
Okay.
How about Sylvester?
Sylvester the cat. I'm going to say no, not real.
Correct, that's a cartoon cat. How about
Mhm.
Elmer?
What is it again?
Elmer.
Elmer. I think that is a town in New Jersey.
Yep, in Salem County.
Mhm.
How about Dorothy?
I believe that is real in New Jersey, although maybe it's in Maryland. But am I right? Is there a Dorothy, New Jersey?
It's a real town in Atlantic County.
Okay.
Well, if we did Dorothy, how about Toto?
Totowa, yes, does exist.
Say
I've been
count.
there.
How about Martha?
There's a part of me that says that there is a Martha, New Jersey, but I'm going to say no.
Why'd you say that name? You
Why?
say no?
Am I wrong or right?
Well,
It's
yeah,
that
Martha.
man's mother's name.
And it is also a town in Burlington County.
Oh, hot dang.
And just for kicks and shiggles, yeah, Wayne.
Did you say Wayne?
Oh, now you're just messing with me.
We know our friend Bane was on, so we have to throw those two out there. Wayne, you know that one, Pete, right?
Yeah, Wayne. Bruce.
Yes, but yeah,
Yes, it is real. Yes.
Passaic County and
Willowbrook Mall.
General Mad Anthony Wayne, as
Mhm.
actually our friend KP Burke knew on the one episode. How about Leonardo?
Yes, that is real. Kevin
Yep.
Smith's Clerks film there.
Yep, in Monmouth County. How about Michelangelo?
I want to say yes, that is in New Jersey.
Nope, that's a Ninja Turtle. How about Donatello?
Oh, dang it. All right, go on.
How about Donatello?
No.
No, that's also not that's a Ninja Turtle as well.
Right. Okay.
How about Convent Station?
What is it? Which one?
Convent Station.
Convent Station. Sounds like condensation. I'm going to say that is a town in New Jersey.
It is, and
Mhm.
there's a big convent there. How about Love Ladies?
Yes, there is a town called Love Ladies
Yes.
in New Jersey.
Yeah, you gotta love the ladies and love ladies in
Hey,
Ocean Bay.
lady.
How about, is there a town called Cape May Courthouse?
Well, there is a town called Cape May. Is there
Right.
a district of Cape May? Maybe it's called Cape May Courthouse. I'll say yes, there is.
Yeah, there is actually a town in Cape
Okay,
County called Cape May Courthouse.
funny. Wow, they have to throw the courthouse on the end of it.
We're gonna go a little colorful here to end things off. How
Mhm.
about Greenbrook?
Greenbrook, huh? I am going to say no, it doesn't exist.
No, that's in Somerset County.
Oh,
How about Green Pond?
yes, definitely in New Jersey.
Yep, that's Morris County.
Yep.
How about Soylent Green?
Who? Soylent Green?
Yeah.
No, that's Charlton
That's
Heston.
people. How about Green Lawn?
Green Lawn. Yeah, they do my yard. Green Lawn. I'm going to say no.
You were right when you said they do my lawn. That's a landscaping company.
Yeah, right.
How about Green Bank?
Green Bank. Green Bank. I'm going to say no to that too.
That's in Burlington County.
Son of a business. All right.
How about Green Village?
No.
That's in Morris County.
Gosh darn it.
And lastly, how about Greenberg?
No, it's not in a town.
No, that's a friend of the program, Stuart.
Oh, Stuart, yes. Nice. I like how you threw that last one in.
Yes. But anyway,
Doing it.
yes. Oh, actually, our friend Stuart is actually here. Hey, my friends, driving home, listening to one of my favorite podcasts. Hey, Stu.
Hey, Stu.
But actually, Pete,
Yes.
we want to talk about this episode also. We want to talk about some things to do in New Jersey in the spring.
Mhm.
But how about some things to do off the beaten path? You got some stuff for us? That's a little
Yeah.
beaten path in New Jersey?
There were a few things. It was kind of interesting looking over my research here about these deserted towns that are in New Jersey.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
do you know about it? It's like the two that really stuck out to me. There was this one place called Feltville in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey.
Feltville.
Have you heard of that place or?
No, I didn't. Again, I was reading on some of these towns and some of the ghost towns and, like you said, deserted towns, towns that are not really anymore. But Feltville,
Yeah,
tell us about Feltville.
it's in the Watchung Reservation area in Union County, and so this guy Peter Wilcox was his name. He was one of the first settlers there, and he was from the UK. He had moved from Long Island back in like 1736, and he opened a sawmill there. And apparently, there's a graveyard in the woods where you can go and find his grave.
Where else?
So, yeah, right. But yeah, so he purchased the land, and they built a mill on it, and then 2 dams for the mill, and this town was called Feltville, and the workers, in the mill lived in it. But people kind of came and went, and it eventually it was in 1882. It was bought by this guy Warren Ackerman, and he transformed to a summer resort called Glenside Park. Right. Well, that business failed too, so it was abandoned again. This town,
The curse of Feltville lives.
Yeah, and and it's funny because this place, it's all over weird New Jersey, because there are, all these rumors that came about because there are these dark woods that surround the deserted village, and it's been known in the area locally as the Enchanted Forest, and talk of Satanists and witch covens that practice their rituals in there. But there's still, these dilapidated buildings inside the village that you can walk past. So it's something interesting, I think, to do to
check out the town that was, but no longer is.
Right, exactly.
So here's a question for you. In Feltville, is that where Muppets are born?
Feltville. I think it is. Okay. And
I know someone that could tell us, but
you do?
Yeah,
Fozzie Bear?
Yeah, yes. No. Our friend Christian, he knows a little about puppetry
Oh,
and Muppets.
very nice.
But
So yeah, that was interesting.
Excuse me. The
Mm.
Muppets were not born in Feltville. Kermit is from Louisiana, damn it. And
thank
that
you.
has been your Muppet fact of the day.
From the bayou.
So that's why he was on that log, singing Rainbow Connection.
Yeah. This other place, Batstow Village. It's in
That's
Wharton State Forest, Washington Township, another town no one lives in.
no.
Don't know
Washington
much.
Township, one of the many in our state.
Just like the song. I don't know much about history there, but I know it was a thriving village at one time, and it was supported by the iron industry,
The
and
Iron
now
Giant.
it's a ghost town. And there's like over 40 houses and other buildings that still stand in the town. You can walk among the streets as practically the only people there. So that's an interesting one to go to.
So is it
Batstow.
Batstow? Oh no.
Oh no! Did I trigger something?
You may trigger. We already said Martha and Wayne.
Yeah. I'll also send a shout out. I don't know if I ever made a mention of this place.
What's that?
But I visited, in fact, last summer during the pandemic, the Lakota Wolf Preserve in Columbia, New Jersey.
Oh, you did?
Yes, and that was incredibly fascinating.
Oh, wow.
And it's run by a couple, and it's this enclosed, fence area, and they take you up to where the wolves are, and it is remarkable because his wife, comes up the path and does this howl, and all the wolves in unison. And I forgot how many are on the property, but I know it's more than 15. It's 15 plus wolves. They all howl in unison along to her.
Oh,
Like
wow.
they've welcomed her as part of the pack. So it's crazy. Like when she walks up the fence, they all just, collect. They have them separated by I think that the breed of wolf that they are.
Like what kind of breeds of wolves are there?
Oh, they got dire wolves from Game of Thrones,
The timber wolves from Minnesota.
Yes, exactly. And
Teen wolves from basketball court. Baseball.
and that wolf who was on the General Mills box, or was that a werewolf?
That was not Yummy Mummy. What the heck was that one?
I don't remember his name.
Oh, Christ.
Was he like a fruit?
The Fruit Brute.
Fruit Brute. That was it. I know it was on the right track there. Yeah. I don't quite remember. What was like a white wolves? Yeah, I'd be doing a disservice. But anyway, it is. You're there when they feed them, and each of the wolves have different personalities that she drew out, and some shy, some are the pack leaders that she also pointed to, and
I was going to say, does she
their behaviors
act sort of as the alpha, like when she?
Oh, I think they definitely view her as the queen bee. Yeah, it's like it was just fascinating. Just to learn all about materials that you would never know about wolves.
Mm-hmm. And
she was
to be that up close, basically, like with like a pack.
Yes, absolutely right.
I was going to say, like, you don't usually get that many.
The time though to visit, because we went in the summer, and this was what I never knew, was that in the summer they look a lot leaner and meaner without their coats. Less mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Leaner and not as mean. That's what I would say, right? They just look like an overgrown dog. But when you see them with their full coats in the winter, it is just remarkable. I'm seeing the difference. So a good time to go, actually, to see the Lakota Wolf Preserve, if it's not too bad, is in the winter when they have their full coats and they look enormous.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I get out there sometime.
It's absolutely worth the trip. I mean, we heard from her that that they have people come from all over the United States to visit. So.
Oh, and there's one of the wolves now.
Yeah, I know. Can you hear? Damn you, Blue Yeti microphones for picking up everything. Even I mean, I'm in a bank vault right now, and the dog's a mile away at my house. I don't understand how he's getting picked up by this microphone. Makes no sense.
The Blue Yeti can do all.
The Blue Yeti, I can pick up, conversations of Russian spies that live next door to me.
And any other good places like off the beaten path that you got, Pete?
Yeah, there's an alpaca. Is keeping on animals. There's an alpaca farm, and I have not been there. Here's another fun New Jersey name, Peapack.
Oh, I've been out by Peapack.
You have?
Because that's closer to the Pennsy border, isn't it not?
I believe it is. Yeah. Doesn't Peapack sounds like like a Robin to a Batman, like a sidekick?
Yeah.
Hey, here comes Peapack.
Yes, and my sidekick, Peapack.
Yes, exactly. So, Cartoon Network.
I dare Green Giant. Yes, I kicked out Sprout.
Six Pack and Peapack. Hey, Six Pack. Oh man. Anyway, it's an 11-acre farm, and April and May, early May, is when the alpacas are at their fluffiest, and we want to see them at their fluffiest because and guaranteed excellent selfie opportunity. And so they have these open weekends or private sessions, and you can learn to handle, feed, pet the creatures, and they're not as feisty and won't spit at you like their llama cousins
okay.
are apt to.
The alpacas are a little more docile.
Yeah. And I think there's like a barn shop there too. They have you can have a behind the scenes look at how sheared alpaca fibers are spun into yarn. A little demonstration there. So
pretty cool.
Yeah. So it sounds
sweater.
Like something that I think would be a lot of fun for kiddos of all ages to go check out.
Sweet. You know what? If you want, let's do a little back and forth. I got some other things to do, like in New Jersey, like particularly.
Yeah, tell me.
Now that it's springtime and the weather is, well, I should say,
frightful,
heating up, but
it was freezing today.
I was going to say today it was like in the 30s.
Oh my God! Yeah,
which is kind of strange. But like, what was it? About a week and a half ago, it was like 81, 82 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. At least that.
But yeah, it's time to get back outside, everyone. Yeah, the 2 weeks of quarantine are over. Oh wait, hold on a second. That was a year ago. But it's time to get out and enjoy things, the great outdoors of New Jersey. And one of the things you can do, Pete,
go
fly a kite.
Oh, you stole one of mine. Go on.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
No, I was kidding. I mean, I did. It was funny. I also came across this article.
I was going to say, New Jersey. Here you have a lot of great places to fly your kite, particularly along the beaches where you get some nice, like at this time of year, you're going to get some stronger winds, and also being close to the ocean, you're going to get a little bit of a stronger wind. So definitely some great places to fly your kite. And you know what happens May 28th through 31st, don't you, Pete?
I do. It is the Wildwoods International Kite Festival in Wildwood, New Jersey.
Yes, it is. And do you know how big this kite festival is?
No.
It is the largest kite festival in the United States.
Wow, I did not know that.
So go down there to Wildwood and enjoy the Wildwoods International Kite Festival, but avoid the kite-eating tree.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Brown had a lot of problems last year with that.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to worry about missing the football, kicking the football there from Lucy.
No.
He stayed away from her. Another great thing though to do in Jersey, especially now that the weather's nicer. You know who also knows that the weather's nicer?
Groundhogs.
Well, yeah, they know it too. They predict it, but the birds.
Oh, yes.
Yes. The birds are migrating back. as it gets warmer, and given our different terrains and such in New Jersey,
Mhm.
given our shoreline, given some of the swamplands and forest lands that we actually have in our state,
Mhm.
you will see lots and lots of different birds, um, and like different things, from your small gnat catchers to uh, great bald eagles. In fact, right now is a great time to see bald eagles.
Did not know that.
Yeah, some of the places you can go, like particularly the South Cape May Meadows Nature Preserve. In fact, in Cape May, in May,
Mhm.
is the World Series of Birding, where they try to see who can actually identify the most different species of birds in 24 hours.
Yeah, I heard it starts at midnight.
Yes, yes. At that point, you only get the night owls.
Oh, get the wise owl and the Charms Lollipop owl.
Yes.
Listen, listen.
Let 'em
Can
cook
you
it
hear
out,
it? Can you hear the
woodsy.
crunch? In the middle of the Blair Witch Woods.
It's like, wait, hold on. That crunch, it's distinct. Wait, is that potato or is that lollipop? Nope. That's lollipop. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. We got the Tootsie Pop owl.
For any
And-
millennial listeners right now who don't understand what the hell we're talking about, just YouTube Charms Lollipop Owl. And you will know, you will be enlightened.
Yes, and don't forget Woodsy. Help spread the word.
Oh yeah. Give a hoot.
Some other places to check out the birds is Parvin State Park in Pittsgrove, which is in the
Mhm.
Pine Barrens. And let's see how many other P words I can use. And thank God I have a filter on my microphone.
And maybe you can even spot the Jersey Devil with your binoculars.
That is true.
Since you're in the Pine Barrens.
But that place is full of birds and other wildlife, as you will be among a lot of swampy forest area and multiple lakes.
Mm.
So it's definitely a good place to check out birds. And for you and I, being that we're a little closer, well, who needs a giant game when you can watch birds in the Meadowlands? There are
The
many.
Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh yeah, you could see some of them too, but
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
you try to tackle them. But yeah, no, the Meadowlands has multiple areas and like preserves and such that you can see a lot of birdies.
Mhm.
Such as one of the ones that Tracy and I like going to is DeCourt in Lyndhurst.
Oh.
That is a great one. There's this out on like above the water. There's this I don't know, like this circular building that's up on stilts.
Oh.
And probably at this time or once it gets a little warmer, you're gonna see tons of swallows. It's fantastic. You just see swarms of swallows, just like it looks like a freaking tornado of swallows, and you wonder how the hell they're not running into each other. But
radar.
they are quite acrobatic. They are those swallows. But these are some of the good places to check out the birds. But there are plenty of other parks and such you can check out the birds, like Dunkerhook in Paramus. We even go over in Teaneck. There's a preserve over there, and also Indian Pond. Oh, our friend Dan Lewis, actually. Hey, Dan, how's it going?
Hello, Dan.
Yes, Dan is an incredible guitarist, and he was letting me hear a new piece that he played not long ago that maybe we can use for our transition or for our ending there.
Sure thing.
But anyway, what's some more off the beaten path places that you got, Pete?
I wonder if there was another, the Central Railroad of New Jersey Terminal.
Where's that?
And that's in Jersey City.
Oh, okay.
And it's an abandoned Railroad. It's an abandoned train station, and then you remember that movie with Will Smith? What was it? I Am Legend. Am I
I'm
right on
like,
that?
yeah,
Yeah.
the
When,
prior
when you
version, Charlton Heston was Omega Man, but I believe the original novel it was based on was I Am Legend.
yeah, but it's in Liberty State Park.
Oh,
The Central Railroad of New Jersey Terminal. It's on the Hudson River, and it's just like this overgrown. That's why I thought of I Am Legend. How after we're all gone, right? Like nature takes over and just um this kind of rebirth of nature that is going on throughout this train station. Just plants growing 6-7 feet high, and the pictures are just really quite amazing.
so the plants and vegetation are growing from the train,
They're growing.
like out the train and on the train in that.
Well, there are some like an abandoned cars, and I didn't see that happening, but
Oh, okay.
between the grooves of everything of all the scaffolding that's up there, not scaffolding, but the structure, it's just gone wild, wrapped itself around.
Vegetation gone wild. I love those videos.
They are really good, yeah. Only 99 cents on
Oh my
Amazon.
God, it's showing its stamen. No, but
That was good. And they still have like the old departure boards are there. And these metal, got the stately metal columns are there. There's a few old train cars, and a clock tower is there as well. So these relics of when this was a center of economic movement in the area. It's just pretty fascinating to see this is it just kind of standing still here in time, right?
snapshot of
It shut down in 1967. I don't think I mentioned that, but it was constructed in 1889, and it was like the peak of service for
1 year before you and 3 years before me.
Right. And they have like millions of passengers a year were passing through it. A lot of immigrants to the United States came from Ellis Island. They bypassed New York City they make their way through the United States by way of New Jersey. But it was the Great Depression. That's what.
Yeah, right. But they would be taking the train then and bypassing things and
yes,
going through.
Right.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, but like I said, go and if you just Google Central Railroad of New Jersey Terminal in Jersey City, you'll see the photos, and it's really very pretty to take a look at it. I guess if you're down in Liberty State Park, can go take a look at it. I believe some of the inside they may have closed off though because of decay, but you could still get a very good view of it from the outside.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I got to check that one out sometime.
Me too. I know. I'm in Jersey City here. Pre-COVID, from time to time, so I'd like to go and check that out.
And here we'll jump back. One of mine here.
Mm-hmm.
Another good thing that you can do in the outdoors nowadays in Jersey. Now that it's getting warmer, the flowers are blooming. Well, they may be.
They're blooming.
Yes, they're cleaning up things, but they're also blooming. So actually, there's a lot of cool botanical gardens in the state. Such as in Middletown, you got Deep Cut Gardens.
Yeah, that's a good name.
That have like some beautiful paths going through winding rose bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you got to make your way through the thorns, but
okay.
And avoid poison ivy. But,
yeah, 52 acres there.
And then you got the New Jersey Botanical Garden in Skylands and Ringwood.
Yep. Also very nice. Yeah. Never been, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, I have been there. If I remember correctly, wasn't that where? I'm trying to remember if that was where Jerry had gotten married last time.
Oh, very possible.
Over there in Ringwood, in the Skylands, by the Botanical Garden.
Mm-hmm.
And another cool one, actually closer to where I'm working now, and actually I think it'd be a little closer to you, dude, is Cross Estate Gardens.
Yeah, in Bernardsville, right?
In St. Bernardsville. And like
In
if
case.
if you're lost and if you're really thirsty, that like the giant Saint Bernard will come there and
With that mini cask on his collar,
exactly.
fill with whiskey.
What else you got, Pete, for off the beaten path?
Well, here's something very interesting. Did you know that New Jersey has more cherry trees than Washington, D.C.?
I did not know that, but I think I know where you're going.
Oh, is it on your list too?
Well, yeah, it could be there, but let's see.
Well, yeah, so every spring, you can see the largest cherry blossom collection in the United States, and it's at Branch Brook Park. It runs through Belleville and Newark.
Right.
2,700 Japanese cherry blossom trees bursting into full bloom during the annual Essex County Cherry Blossom Festival, which will, I believe, be virtual. But that's April 3rd to 18th.
Yes.
Which would be tomorrow. What do you know?
Yep.
So,
and you know what's actually pretty cool that they have as part of this? I don't think it's all virtual, Pete, but because they also have a 10K run.
Okay, well, that part will be, yes.
Goes through the actual park.
Yeah, that is correct. I did have that tacked on over here.
Cherry blossoms as a. I've never been. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, me too.
The Cherry Blossom Festival, because it looks cool what I've seen, and our friend Mike, he had gone. He's gone a couple of times, and he said it's literally like it's snowing. It's
wow.
Cherry blossoms after a while from the falling cherry blossoms.
I'd like to check that out.
What else? What else you got that we may have crossed up on?
Another place that I've personally been to, Alstead Farms. That's great.
Ooh.
It's this sprawling farm, and you can go there and not just yet because the season they're not in season just yet, but I think June, if I'm not mistaken, is when you can go and pick blueberries and strawberries on the grounds there. But it's a great place for kids too because they have all these animals. Like I fed horses. Donkeys, sheep were there. What's that?
I think they have a lot of baby animals there. That
they do, and in fact, in the spring, that's why they think that there's going to be more babies running through there. So,
you can see the goats with diapers on and.
But they got bunnies. They got baby ducks. You can feed all of them. They give you if you go inside the shop, it's like I forgot it. It's like 20 cents, and they give you a mixed mixed greens that
to feed the
with a nice vinaigrette and radishes to feed to the animals. Yeah,
delicious.
But yeah, it's just such a great time, and they have wine tasting there as well.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, and food vendors, live music. I've been there twice, and both times it was just so much fun.
And where is that one again, Pete?
That's in Chester, New Jersey.
Chester. Okay.
Which is beautiful. If you ever
years ago
go through like the center of town, it looks like Old Town America. So it's
I think 206 through Chester.
What's that?
Route 206, I think, runs through Chester.
I think you are right on that. Yeah, but definitely highly recommend that place.
Well, I got some stuff that you're probably you probably have, and I know you're actually probably more familiar with than I am. Yeah, you could go take a hike on one of the many scenic hiking trails in the Great Garden State, such as. Have you ever been to Monument Trail at High Point State Park?
I know it. I have not, but I've heard good things about it.
You see, I've never done the hike, but I have gone all the way up to the summit.
Very nice.
You can drive up there, and when you get to the summit, it's very cool. For people that don't know, High Point is basically the high tip of New Jersey there. Like when it does that little diagonal there, that tip is a High Point. And when you get to that summit, you can see 3 states at once. You can see New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania.
Wow.
All at the same time. And it's a beautiful view from up there. And another hiking place you can go is the Watchung Reservation History Trail in Union County, which, if you want to combine a little history with your hiking, you can visit some interesting historic sites. Like they have a copper mine, and they have from the 1920s the Drake farmhouse and barn, and much more. And now here's the last one. Have you ever been on any of the Appalachian?
Appalachian.
Yes. Have you ever been?
I think I may have been on a piece of it.
Yeah, because
And
there's many
Part of
pieces,
East End.
but
Again,
there's a couple of pieces here I want to point out. In Vernon Valley is the beginning of the Pochuck Boardwalk, which goes for about 2 miles. So some nice flatland boardwalk. You're going through some wooded and marshlands as you go through. And when you come to the end, if you want to be adventurous, and if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, go cross the street, and then you could climb the Stairway to Heaven.
yeah, that's on my list. Like this year to do.
Oh, really? Let me know.
Mount Tammany, right?
I'd like to visit that one. It's you go
It's a
through
little
woods.
grueling though, but
Yeah,
to get to the top of the steps because it's all a fairly steep incline.
Yes, yeah, and when you get to the summit there at the Pinwheel Vista, you'll be actually 900 feet up there.
Wow.
So yeah, it is a bit of a climb.
Miley Cyrus though wouldn't think so, because it's all about the climb,
Yes. What else you got on your list?
I may be. Let's see if I've gone through everything on my list so far. I mean, I've done like the Sandy Hook bike path, which I think is
cool.
really fantastic, and I did it twice actually in the last 7-8 months, something like that. I did it recently, and then during like the heart of this craziness, I did it. But yeah, it's great. You can either rent a bike or just bring your own. Second time, I brought my own. Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you. And yeah, I mean, all the way at the the northernmost point of Sandy Hook, you have the lighthouse, which it's a historical lighthouse, right? It's the oldest, right, Nick? I believe lighthouse in America. Or am I wrong on that?
Sandy Hook.
I may be wrong on that
I know
one.
it's one of the old ones, but I thought it was down Cape May. I thought, or
yeah, no, you may be right.
Yeah, again, South Jersey.
But there was some. It's the oldest working lighthouse in the United States. All right.
Oh, a working lighthouse. Okay.
Working lighthouse. Maybe that's what the
Everybody's
caveat is, right?
That's right.
June 11th, 1974, 1764.
A little
I'd
older.
be like, I don't think so. But yeah, it's great. I mean, you could take your bike like from all the way up there. And they've all like the where the Coast Guard is there, the buildings and I believe it's a nature preserve there, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw tons of deer and they're not scared at all of human contact. So, oh god, they were like, I could stretch my arm out and like pet them. That's how close they got to me when I was on my bike, and I had stopped.
You could point and say, "Buck, shoot him." But
very good, nice call.
That only is valid in Buck Shoot 'em, New Jersey.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a great bike ride, and there's a bike path for pedestrians and bicycles to go down, so it's not like you're riding in the street. So yeah, definitely, as I said, and stuff to see out there in Sandy Hook.
Very cool.
It's very scenic, and yeah, there was like a battery, not Metallica battery out there, but
there we go. I was going to say, and hopefully you'll see Nick out there as I want to get out of here and actually visit places.
Mm-hmm.
But
soon enough.
Yes, soon enough. Now, like there's some other cool places you could go, and again, be careful on like some of these things. But if you're interested in taking in a ball game, We got a couple of minor league teams here in New Jersey.
One in Trenton, or
Yep, the Trenton Thunder at Arm and Hammer Park in Trenton. And another one we have is the Lakewood Blue Claws at First Energy Park in Lakewood. The cool thing about the minor league parks, usually they have an older feel to them, like kind of like not older, like oh it's old rickety, but it just has like the design has an unusual design to it. It makes you think of like like watching like old black and white films, what it looked like back in the old days, and also the prices are a lot cheaper than say going to Yankee Stadium or Citi Field.
Right.
And also, you're talking much less number of people than would be at one of those games. Although the amount of people that they're going to be letting in is limited, but if you're looking to take in a game, that would be a good thing to do.
Right.
Another thing you could do is go chasing waterfalls. We have a bunch of them in New Jersey.
Yes, one in Patterson.
Yep, the Great Falls of Patterson. In fact, the Great Falls of Patterson, that's what used to power Patterson.
Oh, I did not know that.
Well, we'll go into it on another episode, but Patterson was one of the hubs of industry early on.
I think I knew.
And the thing that powered a lot of those plants was the Great Falls of Patterson. But some of the other ones you might want to check out is Booton Falls, Grace Lord Park in Booton, the Bear Swamp Brook Falls at the Ramapo Valley County Reservation in Mawa. Have you ever been to that one, Pete?
What is it again?
At Ramapo, the reservation.
Yeah, many times. Yes.
Bear Swamp Brook Falls.
Yeah. And it's very nice, and I have tons of pictures from there, actually.
And Greenbrook Falls at the Greenbrook Sanctuary in Tenafly. So these are only a few of the many waterfalls here in New Jersey. So, but don't go chasing them.
Yes.
And if you want to just relax, also, hey, go out, have a picnic. There's plenty of places that you can do so in the state. There's a lot of picnic areas ever go to Palisades Interstate Park?
I have, yes. It's right by the bridge.
Yep. Or or go up by Alpine there, the Alpine picnic area by Palisades Interstate Park. You get the view of the Hudson River, and you have picnic tables, grills, restrooms, and a nice trail system there too from Palisades Interstate Park. Or if you want, go back to where we were talking about earlier, Ringwood State Park in Ringwood. Yep. They have a lot of picnic tables and food concessions too at the 74-acre Shepherd Lake. You could also, after picnicking, you can maybe rent a paddle boat, kayak, or canoe.
Sounds like fun.
So, yeah, there's plenty of cool things you can do in the great outdoors in New Jersey here in spring. There's a lot. Oh, and one other thing. You know what? Festivals are coming back. Maybe not as many as we normally have, but there are a few that are scheduled, like the Exit Zero Jazz Festival in Cape May, April 23rd and 25th, and Exit Zero. It's based on the zombie novel by our friend Neil Cohen. But no, being that it's down Cape May, there, Exit Zero, and a new festival is starting this year. It's the Rock and Roll Steampunk Fair in Washington Borough on May 8th. And lastly, for our friend John Ross Kokoza, I'm sure he's going to this one. It's the New Jersey Beer Festival at the tail end of spring down in Camden on June 19th. Enjoy the New Jersey Beer Festival.
I'd like to check that out if I can.
But again, when doing any of these things, folks, be safe in doing so. Enjoy the outdoors. But remember, everyone else is out there too, also trying to enjoy the outdoors. And speaking of being safe, I'm negative. Woohoo! I just got.
Oh, very good. Congratulations.
I went for a rapid test earlier. So
That's good news.
hey,
Hooray.
so Pete, to end things off, I think you have a game for us.
Yeah, I'll do a quick one here. Now, the title of this game is Real Sandwiches or Fake Sandwiches.
Ooh.
Shout out going to Annie's Deli, 2095 Burt Mills Road in Bedminster, New Jersey. Now,
Okay.
this following sandwiches I'm going to name, are they actual sandwich names on their menu? These are real sandwiches on their menu, or are they fake sandwiches?
Okay.
All right.
So for all the Andy's Deli fans, like you got a leg up on the competition. But me myself, I do not have their menu at hand. So
No. First sandwich, Baby Snooks. It's roast beef, American cheese, slaw, and Russian dressing.
Baby Snooks. Yeah,
Is that a real sandwich or a fake?
I'll say that's a real sandwich.
Nick, you would be correct. That is a real sandwich on their menu.
The baby.
Congratulations. Now, how about this another one?
Okay.
Bolo Thai Brie brisket. 2 slices of bread, 2 tablespoons of mayo, a third a cup of chopped brisket, sliced brie cheese, optional. It's up to you if you want that or not on that dang brisket. Think that's a real sandwich on
And do they keep it together with a bolo tie?
on Annie's deli at Annie's Deli? What do you think, Nick?
I'm thinking you may have concocted that sandwich yourself, Pete.
I'd say you are right. 2 for 2. Doing good. How about
Delicious.
Jake the Brain Surgeon sandwich? That's hot pastrami,
Okay.
pickles, mustard.
That's the whole sandwich.
That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that there was a guy, Jay the brain surgeon, that probably
Jake,
the brain surgeon that frequented that deli, and they named the sandwich after him. So I'm gonna say that's a real sandwich.
and Nick, you would be correct. So far, flawless victory, Mortal Kombat. All right. How about this next one? Toonami 5-0. Heaps of tuna nestled snug in a sourdough blanket amidst their allies in the Star-Kissed Wars, the Celestial Celeries. A hint of olive paste makes this sandwich something you do not forget.
Okay. I want to try this sandwich, but I'm afraid I can't because I don't know if it actually exists there, Pete. I'm gonna say that you've made up the tsunami.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I did make up that one. All right. How about this one? How about this sandwich? Kindly Old Doc Pike.
Oh,
We got turkey on that. We got bacon, melted Havarti, lettuce, some tomatoes, onion, and oil and vinegar to top that one all off.
you know what? Kindly old Doc. I could see him eating that sandwich. Yeah, I'm gonna say kindly old Doc is a sandwich at Andy's Deli.
You'd be correct. I like this so far. You're just pinning them on the board, man. Kindly Old Doc Pike is a sandwich at Annie's Deli, Bedminster, New Jersey. All right. How about this one? Ham over your keys, Pam. Now, this delightful sandwich features ham sourced from your neighbor's lost pot-belly pig, Carl Jr., on a French brioche with pomegranate toppings. This will have you baking for more.
I like the name, but I'm gonna say this is not a real sandwich.
Yeah, I did make it up. I thoroughly enjoyed my line, sourced from your neighbor's lost potbelly pig. Thank you.
Yes.
And his name's Carl Jr. Anyway, moving on. Just we're almost done here.
Okay.
2 more.
Okay.
This one is called All right. This one, I'm going to pick a good one here.
Okay.
Or not. How about Colonel Mustard? That's hot corned beef, melted Swiss, and slaw and mustard, just like the Clue game. Was it Clue? Colonel Mustard?
Yeah, Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, it was.
In the conservatory with the lead pipe.
Mhm.
I'd say it's real, but this sounds like a Pete made up sandwich. The Colonel Mustard, because going to the Clue game.
Yeah, Nick, you were doing so well, but no, this is on Annie's Deli sandwich menu.
Oh, the first strike. Oh,
Don't worry.
that sandwich didn't agree with me. Okay.
You will learn from this loss. All right, we got one more to close this out. Now, at Annie's Deli, they may or may not feature Children of the Corned Beef. Wheat bread thrashed fresh by Malachi and his cult of weird child dolls you saw at Aunt Sue's last week. This king of the sandwiches features a hearty portion of corned beef and enough horseradish to have you gagging in the bushes of our parking lot.
Oh, I so wish this was the sandwich.
Is this a real sandwich?
I love also how you said the king of sandwiches too.
Oh yeah, the king of sandwiches.
Yes, not too well.
I'm glad I no word left unturned by you.
I was gonna say, Pete. Again, as much as I'd like to enjoy that one, I think you did make that one.
Yeah, I did. I made it up.
But yes, stay tuned for Andy's new menu with children corned beef.
Yep, a Malachi special. I can't wait to open my own deli and name these sandwiches.
Yes, yeah. I don't know what's involved in opening your own deli, but I know it is involved in starting your own podcast. If you want to start your own podcast, go to A Shared Universe where they can get you started with your own podcast. So go to ashareduniverse.com. Look for them on Facebook. Again, Mike and Ming will set you up. Our friends Christian and Chris will get you going. And before you know it, you'll be making up sandwiches just like Pete.
Mm-hmm. Tremendous fun.
Yes. And if you want to reach out to us, we are whatexitpodcast@gmail.com. We are Exit What on Twitter. And we don't have an Instagram yet, but yeah, we'll remedy that
someday.
And of course, see our Facebook page, which just basically has our videos here. Yay!
Yay! Archived.
And stay tuned, folks. Hopefully soon we should have a very special guest. I'm hoping maybe mid or end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you more clues once we get closer.
Definitely.
But
that's exciting. Yeah.
I hope you all enjoy the spring. I hope you all are staying safe. And for What Exit Jersey Stories, I've been Nick Franco.
And I'm Pete Riario. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter, everyone. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.